What's the best way to remember what we learn or read? Bluma Zeigarnik, a well-known psychologist, once had an interesting experience that led to the discovery of an important phenomenon in psychology. One day, Bluma was having dinner with some of her fellow professors at a restaurant. At that time, he noticed the waiters busy recording payments from table to table. One of the waiters, who was about to finish his shift, was talking to the waiter taking over and telling him which tables still hadn't paid. Bluma's curiosity was piqued. Does this waiter have such an incredible memory that he can remember who hasn't paid yet? She wondered. Bluma walked up to the waiter and asked, "Which orders from all the tables here do you remember?" The waiter said he could remember all the orders from the tables that hadn't paid yet. However, when asked which tables had already paid, the waiter couldn't remember. From this observation, Bluma came to a conclusion. We tend to remember unfinished information more easily than things that have already been completed. This phenomenon is known as the Zeigarnik Effect, named after Bluma Zeigarnik. When our brain is faced with something unfinished, like a pending task or incomplete information, it keeps working on it until it's complete. On the other hand, information that's already complete is easier to forget because our brain feels like the task is done. Another phenomenon closely related to learning is the testing effect, which was studied by Roediger and Karpicke in 2006 through a series of experiments. In the experiment, two groups were asked to study a text. The first group was asked to read the text over and over again, similar to the traditional way of memorizing things. The second group was asked to read the text and then take a quiz or answer questions about it. The result: the second group was able to remember the information better than the first group. The testing effect shows that testing yourself or actively trying to recall information is more effective for strengthening memory than simply rereading or passively memorizing something. So, what's the best way to remember what we learn? The answer is to combine these two effects in the learning process. Instead of just rereading the material or trying to memorize it, answer questions related to what you've learned. When you try to answer a question, there will often be parts you can't answer right away, or maybe your answer is only half right. This is where the Zeigarnik effect comes into play. Your brain keeps trying to work out the missing pieces and complete the information. And when you finally get the answer right, the testing effect helps strengthen your memory. In other words, questions aren't just practice. They're tools that force your brain to keep working, search for answers, and eventually strengthen what you've learned. The key to effective learning isn't just reading or memorizing, it's actively testing your understanding. Combine the Zeigarnik effect, which pushes your brain to complete unfinished information, with the testing effect, which strengthens your memory through testing. Learning isn't just about taking in information. It's also about training your brain to keep thinking, recalling, and making connections.